Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third episode of Lexifer Diaries. Today's going to be a lot more vulnerable and a little bit rambunctious. My thoughts are spinning right now. And I'm going to try to stay focused as best as I can. I did just have an amazing therapy session today. So my brain's a little empty. So I'm kind of producing everything that I'm saying right now. It's not just spilling out. So that might be great or that might be horrible. We shall see. Today's episode is going to be a little bit vulnerable, I would say. Vibe check. I have not had the best week or so. Year, to be honest. I've been in my head a lot, really badly. And I think it's because I've been a little lazy with my healing journey. I kind of been just like letting it be neutral. And I need to start working at it more. So I'm getting out of my seasonal depression funk and getting my spark back a little bit. And I'm taking this motivation to really do some self-reflection. And I've been able to self-reflect and tell that I have been projecting a lot recently. And I've been making my triggers other people's responsibilities just because it is easier that way, and I've been just not working on myself. I've just been letting my negatives, I've been making my problems other people's cause. I don't like making people's I've just been being annoying as fuck, and I've just been expecting a lot out of people and not giving the same energy back, and just being a toxic version of myself that I know I shouldn't be, but I don't even know. That's the thing about it. It's like I'm self-aware. I just don't know where to start. So I had a good conversation with my therapist about like where I want therapy to go, because I'm really, 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 really like focused on this one issue, and I want to really work on it and get better, because it's just so exhausting sometimes fighting off your mental health. When my life is amazing right now, I literally am living my dream life. I am in an amazing relationship. I have great friends around me. I have a good support system. I'm doing everything I wanted to do. I have a job. I have an apartment. I'm doing everything I've ever wanted to do. And I thought at one point was a fantasy and now it's my reality. And just to be able to have that as a life is insane to me, but sometimes mental health doesn't give a frick. It does not give a frick what you've done. It either craves more or it makes you ruin what you have because it tells you don't deserve it and you shouldn't have it. And that it doesn't even it's going to not mean anything. And I don't even know where I'm getting at with this. Well, basically, I just want to get into, that's the vibe check. That's how I've been feeling. Not the best, just really overwhelmed and not managing my mental health, just making it other people's problems, which it's affecting my whole gig, my whole spiel. I'm supposed to be a work in progress, and I took a few steps back, I feel like. But the thing about me is I'm a very, 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 very self-aware person. So when this is made aware to me, I'm wanting to change because I'm just a growth-minded individual, and I just crave change. And yeah, I've just been in my head really badly and just super not in the present, just too much in the future and too much of overthinking and thinking about things and missing out on my current life that is so amazing because I'm so focused on what could happen in the future. And that gets into the topic of the week. Basically just surrendering to the uncertainty. That's what I'm having an issue with. Surrendering to the uncertainty. Just letting life take you, because I've fought at so many things. The more I fought at something is the more I stayed in it. When I really just said, it be what it be, it do what it do. And I let back and I just let life go. It transformation happened like instantly and my life went better. But sometimes it's so hard to surrender and just give up. But I'm trying to practice more mindfulness and practice more grounding techniques to really start to get myself going in that region, because I feel like I can be in these heightened state emotions and then go to a mantra or try to ground myself, but I'm not even practicing with a clear mind. How am I going to be able to do it with a not clear mind? So I need to start practicing it day to day, no matter. I shouldn't need these things when I'm in crisis and only use them in crisis. I should practice them daily to get them like part of my routine. So when a crisis happens, I know what to do because I've done it before. You know? So I think that's really important about practicing. You don't have to wait until it's really bad to do something. Practice it every day. Journal every day. Don't just, if your journal is every single day you've almost had a mental breakdown, maybe you need to practice gratitude in your journal too. Just so you know what it's like to do it with a clear mind, so it's easier to do with a, crazier mind and you don't feel too overwhelmed. So yes, the ability to surrender to the uncertainty is really hard because I feel like fear is one of the worst feelings in the world. To be fearful of something, fear of abandonment. I have that horrible abandonment wound. It's like everything that will go wrong. In my head, that's how I think, and I have this idea and it gets validated by my thoughts and I just spiral. But I'm trying to work at just really accepting what is. Like right now, you are okay. Right now, you're okay. Like the right now is fine. If your only problems are what could happen or what did happen, aka the future and the past, then your present life must not be that bad. And that, I saw that quote somewhere. I'll try to find it. But yeah, I need to start being more focused in the present because I throw away all my present moments by thinking about the next thing. It's like you're on vacation and you're worried about the next reservation and getting here on time. Like, soak it in. You just missed that cute little shop that you ran by. You just missed the really ocean view because you were rushing to your next reservation. Like when you're in the present moment and you really soak it up and like not be a bot for 3 seconds and put that damn phone down. Just kidding. And just really soak it in the present. It's super nice. Super nice. I really appreciate the present so much, but sometimes the future drags me and the past drags me, and it's just like a tug of war between the two, and then the present is just like, oh my god, what's happening, and that's constantly me. So like I'm trying to practice these, which I'm gonna update you guys next week on my accountability journey. I want to really start focusing on the present and practicing meditation, mindfulness, grounding techniques, and my mantras and stuff like that. But yeah, accountability check. I did do something productive every day. I did not do it like, the, what's it called? The Monday reading day, Tuesday editing. So basically, I didn't do a hair oil treatment because my hair was straight and I couldn't. So, but Friday I did upload pictures. Saturday I edited it. And then Sunday I uploaded the video and did my social media. So I was productive every day. So I will give myself, but maybe I can get to my schedule this week. I did read today. So yeah, I'm going to do a check-in next week to see how many times I meditated, how many times I did my mantras, how many times I grounded myself, how many times I got triggered and pulled myself out of it before I sat into it too deeply and shut down. And yeah, I'm going to start holding myself more accountable and doing a lot of inward work and not like everyone around me is amazing. They're not the problem. It's me. So I'm doing a lot of inward work or internal work. My cat has her head out the window. Should I gentle parent her? No, I think I'm gonna cool parent her. She looks so cool with her head out the window. And she would never jump because she loves her she loves her life. So not me admitting to letting my okay, she's just vibing. Let her vibe. She's confident and she's cute. And she looked back because she knew that I was talking about her. She really ate though. I love her. She's so beautiful. Anyways, not the cat segment. Yeah, next week I'm going to hold myself accountable, see how many times I was able to pull myself out of these triggers before I, shut down. Like just the fact that I dreamed of who I am today at one point, like it's crazy how that works. I never thought I would be here, but I am. So, I need to start accepting it and not just yearning for the next thing. I got 5 on each. I got 5 on each. 5 on each. Ooh. Speaking of living my dream life, I just want to get into that. Because as a kid, I literally used to go on my computer and like fake plan vacations to like London, Italy, Bali, which I haven't gone to yet, but like is a dream of mine. Are you kidding me? Um, because all the YouTubers would go there. What else? Yeah, just like places. And it's just like I never thought I would ever go there, and I thought it was just like a only millionaires went there, and it was like you'll never be able to do that, but like how fun it is to like pretend and like plan it all, you know? And it's like I don't know, like I just have to really really start realizing and like sitting in gratitude sometimes that I'm living my dream life. Like this is the life that I hoped and dreamed for, and I have an amazing relationship with the sweetest person I've ever met in my life, and I have amazing friends. As hard as it was to accept that, they'll never be the same as our friendships, especially ones that have been long term, will never be the same as they once were because we don't have the time like we did as we were kids or as we were college students. We couldn't see each other as much, but like to still have that strength and that friendship foundation of just like knowing that, we're friends and we might not see each other as much, just that acceptance factor of being able to still be friends and still see each other and feel like time never went by is so beautiful to me. So I really appreciate like all the friends that I have right now because they're all amazing no matter how little I see them. It feels like I see them, they're the amount, like it's like quality over quantity. I also want to thank the amazing friends I have around me because truly I have created a great group of friends, and I feel very confident in saying that everyone around me has my best interest and, holds me accountable, and I can talk to them about anything. I relate to them on so many things. They make me feel great. They make me feel good about myself. I'm not constantly having to, be an emotional crutch for somebody. It feels just like an equal friendship where we both receive and give. And, we might not see each other often or have as much time for each other because we're not young and with no responsibilities anymore, but you still have that like sense of like wholeness in the friendship. Like it never went anywhere. And it's like when you only see them every so often, it still feels, whole. And it's like time never went by. Like it's like it doesn't feel like it's been months because the hangouts have been so wholesome and just fulfilling. And you just feel good after hanging out with them. You don't feel exhausted like, oh, I have to go to sleep. I can't do this. Like you just feel like, oh my God, I love my friends. Like that's how I feel. And it's just everyone in my life right now is amazing. And I'm just, again, very grateful for my relationship right now. My amazing boyfriend. I love him. I'm cutting that out. I'm a simp. yeah, and just like everyone in my life right now is really amazing. And I really went off about my friends and kind of skipped over my relationship, but I'm very protective of it and private when it comes to it. So I don't like to spill everything, but it truly is one of the best feelings to have someone who you can say like sees you for you, and you can be your authentic self around them. And I've never felt that way in a relationship, so I'm very grateful to be feeling that way. Maybe we'll get more into that later, or maybe he'll come on here. Should I tell him to come on here? Anyways, yeah, so I'm very grateful to be living such a content life, and I feel like I just needed this episode to really talk about my feelings and talk about how, practicing gratitude is important. And yeah, it just is. I don't know how to describe it. It's just, I'm living my dream life, and I should practice being grateful for it more often. And it will help me, redirect my thoughts. That was so Jersey of me. Redirect my thoughts of getting through the emotions and being able to handle them. Again, building my boat and not just swimming in the ocean with no life jacket. Build your boat. That is a good saying. Build your boat. Because it gets easier to go through that ocean. And yes, like I said earlier, that big wave is going to come and even knock down the boat. But at least it's not as often. And it's not every wave is making you fall down and have to get back up. You're prepared and ready for what's to come. And you cannot control the ocean. You cannot. You can't control the madness. You just have to learn how to get through it and recover and come back stronger. And I'm beating a dead ass horse, but like truly, you just have to beat it sometimes. Because to get the message across, sometimes you really need to repeat. Because when you fight that current is when you start to repeat those karmic cycles, and you become like trapped in that karmic cycles versus surrendering. By the way, this podcast is very much self-reflected. It's very much I'm speaking to myself right now. I'm not telling anybody what to do. If you see me getting a little pushy and direct, it's because I'm speaking to myself. So if you resonate with it, congrats. You can take directness and pushiness. But if you're like, damn, I'm being harsh on myself right now. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I just feel like, again, just accepting and surrendering and enjoying my life. And, you're going to have to fight off that mental health sometimes. Those symptoms be symptoming. But it's just about like accepting, sitting in the gratitude, practicing your grounding techniques, learning what's good for you, practicing the things every day, doing things not just when you're in crisis. And, and I feel like also, if I didn't really talk about this, seasonal depression, that's hit me 100. I again live in a state that I live in a state that goes through 4 seasons. So I get winter, spring, summer, fall. And yeah, that fall to winter be hitting different. I don't know what it is about December to like February. I'm just so down bad, horribly. And it's like I'm like deconstructing and then rebuilding myself up. And it's like, I know that in the end I'm going to be okay. It's just getting through that period. It's like, oh my gosh. But I'm grateful for it in the end. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, so I'm just very grateful. I think this year around like October time, I'm going to like try to make a game plan to see if I can beat seasonal depression. I did it successfully a few years ago because I would just run to Florida. Those flights were cheap, but yeah, I don't go to Florida as often anymore, so this was the first year I didn't really go. And yeah, that shit beat me up. I lost my tan. I didn't get one ray of sun. It was all breezy cold. It was freezing. Oh my gosh. And I lost a lot of weight because I stopped going to the gym, so a lot of it was muscle weight. And I was even more cold because I used to have a lot of, extra comfort on me. But yeah, no, I was freezing this winter. This is the first winter I've ever been at my lowest weight since like before high school. I don't even know when the last time I weighed this weight. Maybe high school? I have no clue. No idea. But yeah, that is the topic of the week. I want to get into the controversial take of the week because I think I might go off for this. So my controversial take of the week is definitely going to have to go to, I'm going to say this and it's just going to sound crazy and then I'll get into the divots of whatever it's going on. Phone addiction. I feel as though that phone addiction is making us less connected to the world. And it's just bad. I have it myself, so I'm speaking from myself, not necessarily coming for anybody. But when I started to notice it and like look around and be like, damn, everything's a phone. Like when you go to places now, everybody just has their phones out. Like nobody's really looking at the view anymore. And it's just scary. And I have been going on my phone a lot less, especially when I'm out. Like if I'm in my bed and it's late or I'm not doing anything and I'm home, like, yes, I'll scroll for hours. Yes, I will. But if I'm out with my friends, I try not to go on my phone a lot. But I notice sometimes that friends that I have, like, are on their phones a lot. And it's just, like, very normal. And I guess it's just, I just feel a little bit more disconnected. Not from my friends at all, just from the world. And I feel like before, when you're sitting in a waiting room and there is nothing to do because you don't have your phone, you're forced to have a conversation with somebody, or you're forced to stare into the wall, or you're forced to think about what you're going to do next week, or you're forced to look at if they had a TV. I don't know if they had TVs, whatever. The show that they had on in there. Like nobody was just scrolling on their phones. Like they had phones maybe, but I'm sorry, my laptop keeps making a message sending noise. I don't know what that is. I hope it doesn't happen again. But yeah, it's like becoming really like, we're becoming bots. And I feel like I saw this thing on Instagram. It's like, you don't see kids in casts anymore and it's like, I'm not around kids like that. And I don't really see kids a lot to like be like, oh yeah, I haven't really seen any kids in casts. But like, I luckily live in more of a suburb / area where it's like more low income. So I feel like with more low income areas, there's a lot more community because people are outside because they don't have phones and all this technology and, expensive stuff. They have like, more traditional things. I feel like when you're lower income, you're not super high tech. That's super biased, like 100% biased. And I probably shouldn't be being like ignorant like that. But yeah, I live in a more low income area right now in my apartment, and I notice that there's kids outside playing. So my perception of that is a little off, but yeah, I don't know. And I'm not saying it's the new generation's fault because they were raised this way. This is how they were. The second they would start crying, they put an iPad in their face and started, soothing them that way. And it's like, is parenting just going away? It's like, okay, how can I make my kids stop crying? What can I buy? What do I need to buy? Oh my God, I just covered my mouth for a second. Sorry. What do I need to buy because my kid won't stop crying and I don't know how to parent my kid because parenting is just out the door now and everything is about buying the new thing to fix the problem quickly instead of actually catering towards your child's emotions. That's a whole different episode. But yeah, I just feel like phone addiction is really, really got us down bad. Like down bad. And I have it too. It's horrible. I have to delete social media, but then I started this podcast. So I was like, let me get Instagram back because I need to post Instagram on my podcast, which really I don't need Instagram, but I would like it to help me get my, podcast out a little bit more. But Instagram is bad. I deleted TikTok. I don't go on TikTok because that app was crazy. But I just scroll on Instagram Reels now. Oh, it's so bad. And sometimes I'm just scrolling and I don't even know what the hell I'm consuming. I'm just literally scrolling. It's so bad. Embarrassing even. And another part of the controversial like take or topic is I feel like a lot of addictions are normalized when it's not changing your appearance. Like you have an addiction to something like, I don't know, like meth or something, it'll fuck up your looks. It'll fuck up your teeth. It'll fuck up your face, like your whole build. Versus phone addiction, like the only thing maybe it'll fuck up is your posture. You might have a little bit of like Hunchback of Notre Dame going on, but there's no physical signs besides you being on your phone when everyone else isn't. Are you needing to, I don't know. There's no like physical appearance changes that are like, oh shoot, something's going on. Like it's just like normalized, you know? And I don't even necessarily know what I'm getting at here. It's just a controversial take I have. And yeah, I don't think we should get rid of phones, but I feel like they should be used for what they used to be used for. Contacting people, like browsing. A calculator app would be nice, an alarm clock. But social media is crazy. And I feel like the generation that was built on it, Gen Z, we're so self-critical and we need to identify. It's like, I feel like us as a generation, we're so self-critical of each other and ourselves, and not self-critical of each other, self-critical of ourselves. And we tend to like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's like we tend to like overanalyze everything because everything has to do. Oh, if you feel this way, if your boyfriend is doing this, you need to do this. And if your girlfriend is making you feel like this, and if you have a friend like this, and if he's a Gemini, you need to do that. Like, it's like everything is like, oh my God, it's so overwhelming. And this is all we had growing up. This is our life growing up the whole time, like the whole shebang, our life. Like our life. And to even like, it's not like we were just, this was like we were raised a little bit and then bam. Like, no, our whole entire life since we've had phones, there's been social media. And it's like, now I know why my parents didn't want me. I mean, my parents were a little bit of control freaks. Control freaks, I will give them that. I don't think that this is the right way to do it, but I don't think I should have had a phone as early as I did, or had a social media. Because, yeah, it gets messy. And as a child, you really don't know. Like, you don't know anything. And you're very vulnerable, a little bit of the Lulu. And it just, sometimes it, like, really just doesn't. Oh my God. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't. It's not giving. All right, so we're going to be going into a segment that I made up myself. It's WTF is going on. This is a new segment. I might have talked about it before, but it's a different vibe. We're going to be going into the astrology update of the week. I'm going to go on this app that I have. It's a very lovely app. It describes everything really perfect. It's called Chani. I think it's Chani. Because I want to start practicing astrology, so if I make it a segment in here, I can read my stuff. So today, I'm filming this on March 6th. I know I missed the episode last week. I'm so sorry. I'm back though. So today's March 6th. So it's basically saying, Alexis, your day. So today, make some moves in your work and health routine. Maybe you want to stretch each morning, tidy up more consistently, or take on extra responsibilities. There's no better time to establish a new habit or 5. Know that whatever you start will bring unexpected twists and turns. But where's the fun in things going perfectly to plan? Plunge headfirst into the next wellness adventure. Oh my God. The affirmation of the week is I don't ask for permission. I give it to myself, period. No, I love that for me. The tarot card of the week is the Judgment card. So the Judgment corresponds to the element of fire, which dominates this week's astrology, representing crossroads, potent decisions, and putting the past behind us. Oh my God, I love this for me. This card offers one last reckoning before we embrace new beginnings as Mercury enters Aries and prepares to station retrograde. And Venus continues its backtrack to the sign of the Ram. We're invited to name what hurts before committing it to funeral pyre. Pyre? Pyre. Sorry, I don't speak English that well. I'm going to get canceled. Okay, from talk or scream therapy to punk lyrics about toxic exes, all rituals of release will prove cathartic now. Just bear in mind that Mercury's retrograde tricks have already begun, so by all means, write that furious letter. Maybe shred the evidence. So Mercury is going to be in retrograde soon, guys. That's what they're basically saying. Oh my God. Okay. So today's moon phase is first quarter. So the moon has reached its first quarter phase. Take action, whatever dreams and schemes you're concocting. Dedicate your unwavering attention. Learn all you can from the hurdles. They're here to teach you something. So the moon's also in Gemini. The moon is in Gemini. Ask every question and embrace a beginner's mind and share your revelations with others. Okay, some of the best ideas spread by word of mouth. I'm not too huge on what I'm going to do necessarily yet, so I'm kind of just going to look on all my apps. Now, what I want to do, I've always wanted to do this. I'm going to put into ChatGPT what is going on astrologically wise to see what she says. What is going on astrology wise right now? It's not going to tell me. I'm going to say two. I want to talk about in my podcast. A quick segment. Let's see what ChatGPT says. Let's see what ChatGPT says. Let's see what ChatGPT says because let's see what ChatGPT says. I can't fucking speak. Oh my God. Let's see what ChatGPT says because I use an official astrology app that's accurate. So if ChatGPT is not accurate, girl, get it together. Okay, so as of March 6, 2025, several notable astrological events have unfolded. The first quarter moon in Gemini. Today, the moon enters in first quarter phase, positioned in the communication sign of Gemini. This alignment fosters curiosity and desire for interaction, making it an ideal time for sharing ideas and engaging in meaningful conversations. So from March 1st to April 12th, allegedly, again, this is ChatGPT. She likes to make stuff up sometimes. Venus is in retrograde, initially in Aries before moving into Pisces. This period prompts reflection on romantic and financial matters, encouraging a reassessment of relationships and spending habits. It's advisable to avoid major financial decisions and focus on evaluating personal values during this time. So there will be allegedly an upcoming total lunar eclipse, often referred to as the blood moon, is set to occur on March 4th, 2025. During this event, the moon will take on a reddish hue, offering a spectacular sight for sky watchers. Yes, it will be visible across the Americas, Europe, and parts of Africa. Yes. Oh my God, today's horoscope suggests that Aries, Gemini, and Pisces are particularly favored with the opportunities for personal and positive developments for growth in relationships. The alignment of the moon with Venus enhances the potential for love and creativity. Yes, I love that for me. I love that for me. I love that for me. All right, so that's WTF is going on astrological updates of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed that segment. It's a new one, so if I like it, sorry, my cat's wanting my attention. If I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't, I won't. But I feel like it was pretty fun. So let's see what we can do with that in the future. Next, we're going to get into some big sister advice. We're going to talk about our cycle. Our cycle. Because a lot of people, it took me until the ripening age of 23 to realize that I have 4 cycles, not just a period and ovulation. I didn't even know what ovulation meant. But yeah, so basically you have 4 cycles. You have follicular, in no order, follicular, luteal, your menstrual. I'm missing one. Ovulation. So I'm not going to get into what each means, but I'm just going to let you guys know, because I'm not a doctor. Look this up and start tracking your cycle, because it's the way that you can. I have been tracking my cycle naturally and using my cycle to understand myself better, help other people around me understand me better. And this is where we get into this app that I use so often. It's called the app that I use so often is called Stardust. It is a period tracking app. But here is the thing. It is amazing. This is not sponsored. So it basically, you put in your information. You can put into up to like a bunch of periods. So it's really accurate before and like, so you don't have to like cycle in. You know what I mean? Like you can put in a bunch of periods from the last like whatever, however long you want. Just so it can start like getting your information in there. So I'll read mine. So right now, and it does it by moon cycle. So I can look here and it tells me I am I'm a purple moon. It says on my app, I'm a purple moon cycle. You get your period. Oh, so my thing changed. I used to be a new moon. So I'm a purple moon cycler. As a purple moon cycler, I get my period during the waning moon when the moon is vanishing from the sky. Your uterine lining is vanishing from your womb. Poop. Purple moon witches are historically linked to life transitions of self-discovery and deep introspection. Your heightened intuition and psychic abilities are showing you where to put your energy. Your domain is that of freedom and ferocity. So when I look on the app, it says that right now I have my period. I'm in my luteal phase, allegedly. So it says right now it says my period's in 11 days and I'm in my luteal. So it tells me carry some gentle unscented wipes in your purse today and maybe don't wear a G-string or go commando. It's discharge central down there. I'm dead. That's crazy. How are you today? So basically it says others typically report the following around this time in your cycle: gas, tears, unfocused, sad, water. And then also you can add a partner on here. So it'll send them little notifications every day on how to treat them and stuff like that. And it'll like, you can cast magic spells on them and it'll like send them like things to do that are like good for what you need during this time. And it's just such a cool app, and it really helps men because they don't experience this. They don't experience like periods and cycles. It helps them understand you. So if you have a partner, you can send it to them and they can understand you a little bit better. And it goes into energy. So my vibe today, my energy is holding steady. It's a good day to tackle your to-do list, but beware PMS is lurking in the shadows, waiting for its moment to strike. So it's basically just letting me know. You can also add your friends on here. You can sync your friends to see like their cycles too. I think that's so cool. I don't have any of my friends on here, just my significant other. But yeah, I think I just wanted to talk about the big sister advice and really just let the girlies know out there that when you do get your cycle, you have 4 cycles. Like you have 4 different moods, different versions of yourself that you show up each month. And having a partner that understands that and isn't gaslighting you about it or making you feel crazy is so comforting, because you can literally joke about it like, hey, I'm going to be a jerk next week because I'm going into my luteal phase. And it's just so like, I love when a man is receptive to understanding a woman. And yes, that's the bare minimum, but really it's not. Like when they really, really want to learn about you, not just show up for you and be the bare minimum, like they want to learn you. I think that's amazing. And yeah, I'm going to wrap up the episode. I feel like this was a really good episode. We got vulnerable. We got into little phone addiction stuff. But yeah, I feel really good after this episode and after my therapy session. So yeah, I love that for me. I hope everybody has an amazing day, and I hope everyone enjoyed episode 3 of Lexifer Diaries. Tune in to the next one. I love you. Stay beautiful.